Hello. Marie's the name. Helen, John, King, Jill, Suzanne, Bernadette. You can probably see just looking behind me now, you'll guess exactly where I am. The sound is coming through now. Sorry about that. That's twice now I've done that. So the mic behind me, okay, and the cross on the floor. I've just got goosebumps. I really have. And Jill was right. No, Lou Dane was, though. And I think I know why Lou Dane kind of guessed it. It's because one of the subjects I want to cover with you tonight is taking place in this very room. Linda says she was turning up her phone. I know. I swore after the first time I forgot to turn the mic on that I would never do it again. And I still missed it. And there was a red light and a cross. And I still missed it. So, sorry about that. I can visualize a lot of my listeners looking, why can't I hear him? Okay, so we have we'll also have a weather check as well. 20 degrees Celsius, 68 Fahrenheit in Memphis today. There's Anula. Hi, Anula. We've got thunderstorms on the way. One of the reasons why I didn't do outside Graceland, I can do outside Graceland again when I know it's not going to be dicey. Anula says, I thought I had mute on. No, it wasn't you, Anula. It was me. Daft head here. Daft head. Hi, Tina. So we've got quite a few things to cover tonight. We've got who Elvis wanted to be, what singer Elvis wanted to be in 1954 when he was auditioning for Sam Phillips. We've got Fan of the Month quiz, May the 9th, 2 of 5. There's 5 Sundays in May. Your chance to win a $25 voucher that can be used in the Graceland store. It can be used in restaurants. It can be used online. Steve, have you seen $1 Million Quartet? Yes. And also anybody that gets just one question right gets in the hat for Fan of the Year. Don't forget that. Okay. Also, don't forget, you can see me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter and you can talk to me on Twitter. Elvis the Ultimate Fan channel. And I also want you to subscribe, like, and share these videos if you can. I hope everybody liked the, there's Elvis Lash, Lee Ash. Hi, Lee. I can hear you now, Steve. Thanks, Anway. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. I'll think about it. Oh, yeah. Did everybody listen to part 2 of that great interview with, well, I'm sure it was a great interview for some people. I'm not saying it was great for me because that would be very self-centered. But I hope people enjoyed part 2 of Marilyn Demeter's interview. I wanted to be a crooner like Dean Martin. Elvis wanted to be a crooner like Dean Martin. It's not Dean Martin. No, it's not. Elvis Lassie. Yes, Michelle. How are you doing, Michelle? So, behind me, on June the 26th, 1954, 18-year-old Elvis received a phone call at home that would change his life. At the time, he was living with his parents in a rented apartment at 462 Alabama in Memphis and working at Crown Electric for $1 an hour. Yes, thanks, Marcia, for reminding me. I wanted to wish all mothers in the US a happy Mother's Day. And I'm saying in the US because it's not Mother's Day over here. Okay? It's not Mother's Day in Ireland or England. We have it earlier in the year. Hi, Sandy. So, also, something else. Don't forget your super chats. If you want me to address something or see a particular comment, you can use a super chat by clicking on the $sign. No, exactly, Sarah. It's not Mother's Day in the UK. I think it was March, wasn't it? And Father's Day in June. I get breakfast in bed, hopefully. All new guests and current fans, please click the thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share. Correct and right. And don't forget that I want you to click the bell, but click all, not personalized. Also, if you're subscribed but you don't know whether you click personalized or all, you can go in and check, because if you select personalized, you don't get notified very often for some reason. I don't know why. So he was working for Crown Electric at $1 an hour. He had been going into Sun Records whenever he saved enough money, $4 I think it was, to record songs. He recorded My Happiness as a gift for his mother. And producer, or, well, she was more sort of Sam's secretary, Marion Keisker, thought he had a potential and told the excited teenager they had found a song for him, potentially wanted to release as a single, called Without You. Keisker had kept Elvis's details on file, excuse me, along with a note saying good ballad singer or something like that, so hold. And Phillips hadn't been so sure, and he had returned from a trip to Nashville, I believe, with the demo of the song Without You. Nobody knew who the singer was, and Phillips wanted to see if Elvis could do it justice. So he called him in, as I said, on June the 26th, 1954. June the 26th, 1954, that's a big red letter day in Elvis's life, really, because it was that day when he tried to record Without You. It was Colonel Parker's birthday in 1909. It was the last day. It was the date of his last concert, 1977 in Indianapolis, and unfortunately, it was also the day that Vernon Presley died as well in 1979. This was Elvis's big chance, and at first it seemed like he had blown it, unable to match the mystery artist's sweetly emotional vocal. He actually got quite... hi, Ruth. There's Ruth Daniel. Good to see you, Ruth. Elvis actually got quite frustrated at one point, and he said, why can't I sing like him? Why can't I be like that? And they decided to abandon the track. And, of course, as we know, the rest is history. He then got together with Bill Black on bass and Scotty Moore on the 5th of July, day after Independence Day. And we all know what happened on the July the 5th, 1954. The story around Without You grew over the years and achieved mythical status nearly, and it's a clear influence on the way Elvis sounded, but nobody could identify the singer until recently. Music producer Chris Kennedy, who finally made the discovery, it was a Nashville singer called Jimmy Sweeny, also known as Jimmy Bell. And I have a picture there of Jimmy. Okay, recording in a studio. That's not Sun, of course, but it's a studio. And he was born March the 15th, 1922, and he was a veteran of the Nashville music scene. He was a singer, songwriter, and self-taught guitarist. Kennedy contacted his daughter, Eugenia, to make the emotional revelation. She confirmed it was her father's voice and revealed that it would have meant what it would have meant to him. He would have loved it quietly. He wouldn't have made a big deal of it, she says. But he would have really enjoyed knowing that finally somebody is giving him some credit. And she also says that anyone who listens hears Elvis. My father's voice is full of pain and acceptance. There's another connection as well between this and Elvis and Jimmy. In 1960, Jimmy Sweeny made an original recording of She Wears My Ring. And as we know, Elvis actually recorded She Wears My Ring in 1973. Jimmy died in October 1992, October the 7th to be precise, at the age of 69 in Nashville, Tennessee, from cancer. So there you go. That's Jimmy Sweeny, also known as Jimmy Bell. And what I'm going to do after this video is I'm going to put a couple of links below, all about the acetate of him singing Without You, and also a little bit of an interview with Eugenie his daughter that I found online. It's not an interview with me, but it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. Did you see the new Elvis statue in Hawaii, Steve? I might have done. Although I'm not too sure about that. I thought for a minute there you were going to be talking about the new statue in Germany that we covered last week. If anybody wants to play catch up with that and watch last week's live stream. Sandra says, Steve, play that bass. Well, there's two of them actually. And there's a couple of electrics. Yes, I agree, Sandy. R.I.P. Jimmy. He didn't die that long ago, did he really? 1992. So don't forget, I'm going to put the links down below for that. And when I came across that story, I thought it was very interesting. Because I'll tell you why it's very interesting. Because I'd always been curious about who the singer was. I was also curious about what the song "Without You" sounded like, and it's nothing like I expected it to. I expected it to. I don't know. I just expected a different song. Carlo is speaking to me in Italian. It was October the 6th he died, not the 7th. I beg your pardon. Thanks, King. Thank you, King. I'll clear that up. It must be my writing. I wrote down 7th and I meant to write down 6th. Okay. Right. Gonna buy a JS CD. Check him out. Okay. What part of Italy is your mother from, Carlo? Is that what it says? Oh yeah, Dave. I think King 77703 means that he died on the 6th of October, not the 7th. I said the 7th, but yeah, October 1992. Not that long ago. Right. We're going to have the song of the week coming up shortly, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a clue. I told you it was late 60s, and part of the lyrics, not the title, but part of the lyrics has a color in it. So if anybody'd like to take a guess at that, it's a cracker. It really is a cracker. What else we got? Who is Jimmy Sweeny? Well, Dave, I've just been through all that, actually. I can show you a photograph if you like. There he is. That's Jimmy Sweeny, also known as Jimmy Bell. There's another picture there of him in a recording studio, not particularly this one. Well, there you go, Vincenzo. You've heard of him now. The man who sang Without You is correct, King. 77703. Yeah. Something Blue. Something Blue was early 60s, Danny. How big is the Sun Studio? It's tiny. It really is tiny. It looks a lot bigger than what it is, actually. I'm looking at it there now. So, little bit of green. Moody Blue. Moody Blue was late 70s, not late 60s. Keep up, Arkansas Dave, mate. Yeah, come on. Yeah. He actually, I was thinking when I was getting some of the pictures, actually, he's a really nice looking guy, actually. Or was a nice looking guy. Yeah. So there you go. And as I say, wait till after this video ends. About 5 or 6 minutes after that, I'll pop in and I'll put all the links pertaining to that story about who Elvis wanted to be in Sun in 1954. He got a little bit frustrated, and he said he wished he could sing like him. But there you go. I mean, at the end of the day, he wished he could sing like him, and yet he became the biggest selling artist in the history of recorded music once he found his feet. My great uncle wrote "Green, Green Grass of Home." Wow, that is very, very interesting, man, Wiggy. That is very, very interesting. Indescribably Blue. Somebody told me the other day that blue was the most common color in Elvis Presley song titles. Blue Christmas, Indescribably Blue, Something Blue. Jim Sweeny also wrote songs for Marty Robbins. Correct, he did. I left that out, but you're quite correct. He did. Yeah. How is everybody this week, by the way? I hope everybody is keeping safe and well and so forth. Karen, yes, you are late. As I told Michelle last week, I hope anybody that's late now has to bring a note. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try something different as well this week. I am going to look at the comments as they come in on my YouTube feed, not on this feed. So in other words, I'm not going to look at I'm not going to look at these here on my left. I'm going to Blue River. No, that's another one though. Yeah, Blue River. It's unbelievable how many his song titles have blue in it. When my blue moon turns to gold again, Blue River. Yeah. So I'm gonna try, because somebody was saying there last week that a couple of the times I wrote down the first correct answer, but it wasn't the first correct answer that showed. And I'm wondering whether the comments on this side of the screen are a little slower. So I'm going to actually look at my YouTube feed this week to see if it makes any difference. It's general Elvis knowledge questions this week. Blue Moon of Kentucky, that's right, Ludane, yeah. General knowledge. I've got another topic coming up in a couple of weeks. I know some people say that I'm waiting to receive the book Elvis: A Complete Reference, Steve. Is it any good? I think it is, if it's the one I'm thinking of. A lot of people said they didn't like... let's see in here. Christine Carmen. Hi, Steve. First time joining you live. Okay, I hope you've subscribed and clicked that bell, Christina, in the past, if you've been watching me for a while. A couple of people say they don't always like the lyric rounds. So I've also got one in a couple of weeks, which is complete the quote. So if it's something in Elvis's career or something like that we know that he said, I'm going to say the first half of what he said, and then you've got to complete the rest of it. So fairly easy. Rob Jones. Hi, Rob. Paul Black. Paul's there. Christina says, of course. That's very kind, because the more people that like and subscribe and share these videos, the more it gets out there, and we keep Elvis's name out there, which is what all this is about. That's why I started this, because of my love for Elvis, and because I want to keep Elvis's name out there as much as I can. Any small way we can do anything. I know there's people that are working, sort of 24/7 doing it. Can I send you a friendship request on Facebook, Mary Jane? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't read that out. True love travels on a gravel road. Hi, Juan. Something blue. Yes, correct. Keeping Elvis's name alive through today's worldwide internet connections. Correct. It's, in a way, it's so much easier to do it now than we could like 20 years ago. I agree, Christina. Elvis's fans are the kindest people. And you've just reminded me there to say, anybody that bought me coffee this week, thank you very, very much. I do appreciate it 150%. The donation of the coffee helps me, and it helps the channel. If you come to Italy, Steve, I'll buy you a coffee. Thank you very much, Vincenzo. You just never know. If you come to Ireland, I'll buy you a coffee. Kelly Shaw, that's a new name there. I know there's a few people that actually watch me live. Will Smith, still the king, baby. I know there's quite a few people that watch me live that only watch and they don't comment. That's fine. I don't mind that whatsoever. But don't be shy. Pop in and say hello. If you just say hello, we love to see new names on this list. Not that I don't like seeing all the usual suspects as well. Oh, Rob, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. How could I miss that one? I'm going buy you coffee beans, Steve. Yes, buy me coffee beans, yeah. And there's me saying how much I love coffee and I'm drinking water. Yes, you're asking the late 60s. Blue was a good colour for him to wear. Yeah, it did. It suited him. Yeah, blue. If you come to the US, I will buy you a coffee. Thanks, man, Wiggy. Right. How long have I been wittering on for this week before even getting to the quiz questions? Anybody that came late missed another faux pas by me. I forgot to turn the microphone on again this week. That's twice I've done it now. And I always vowed when I did it once, I'd never do it again. And I bet you I'm going to do it another Sunday. And there's a big red X that tells me that I'm muted as well. Helen. Hi, everybody. Helene. Hello. I think that's a new name there. So thanks for popping in and saying hello. Danielle, that's me basically. I just sit here watching you cool kids play. I know, it's fun. It's fun. Blue appears in the title of 18 songs recorded by Elvis. 18. Thanks for that information, by the way, Lou Dane. I probably would have looked it up after. But you've saved me some time there. 18 times. Man. I wonder if there's anybody here that can actually name all 18 of them. Priyam Singh, Indescribably Blue, 1968. Indescribably Blue was actually 1966. You make it more interesting, Anula. If you come to Winterpeg, buy you 10 Timmy's coffees. That sounds interesting. Timmy's. Steve, you need to do a bloopers video. I did have a lot of bloopers when I used to record videos at first, but I got rid of them. I wish I hadn't now, because it would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? I don't need a bloopers video, just a bloopers live. Anyway, get over it, Steve. People only missed the first 15 seconds. But it was funny because people were saying, oh, I thought I had you on mute, and I was turning my phone up. And I was There's Danny B-side. Yes, he was... Oh, by the way, speaking of handsome, did everybody like the intro picture this week from 1969? I think that one is. Yes, I think it's from 1969. Yeah. Winnipeg. Yeah, I've heard of Winnipeg. Sounds an interesting place. Right. Anyone near Mansfield, UK, I will buy coffees. Good man, Rob. Yeah. There's nothing like... It's a very nice gesture to buy somebody a coffee, I think. It's funny, I said to somebody last Wednesday, I think, somebody said... I'd prefer to buy you a beer or something like that. And I said, well, I can actually make it anything. It's only called Buy Me a Coffee, but you can change it to the description to Buy Me Pizza or Buy Me a Beer, Buy Me, just about anything, Buy Me a pair of socks. It's just a way of donating to the channel just to keep me ticking over. Yeah, Bernadette, when my blue moon turns to gold again. 18. I still can't get over that. 18 times blue appears in a Elvis song. And as somebody said, actually, he suited blue. Blue was definitely a good color. My Facebook name is Maria Dapiana. Anio. Carlo says he lives near London. That's right, you do. In fact, you go to Windsor Castle a lot, don't you? Looks like a really nice place. I've never been to Windsor Castle. Blue Velvet, yes, Bobby Vinton is right. I was thinking about Millie Kirkham a couple of days ago because she featured on a song that Elvis Lass featured. Angel, I believe it was. And I said to... Michelle, that any Elvis song that had Millie Kirkham on was instantly improved. I mean, I know it's hard to improve on Elvis, but she just gave it that little bit extra. And yeah, Millie. It's funny when Millie first recorded with Elvis, it was it was September 1957, I think. And it was the recording sessions for his Christmas album. And she was pregnant. And as soon as she came in and Elvis copped that she was pregnant, he said, get a chair for that young lady. And he actually asked for her to be in the group for the first few days of August 1970, September 1970 engagement in Las Vegas when MGM were filming, because they filmed the first few days, August the 10th, 12th, 13th, 14th, I think they left on the 14th or something like that. And he wanted her there for the filming. So he did think a lot of Millie. And I was also thinking, it's a shame that she's passed, but I think she was quite aged. I think she was 90 or 91, and she suffered a stroke and died a couple of days later. But she would have been one of the people who I would have given my right arm to speak to on the show. You know, I have a very, very short list of people who I must admit I would just give my right arm if they would come on the show. I've often wondered if anybody knows the Bobby Goldsberg song as well. The intro to that, there's a very high soprano voice, and I'm wondering if that's Millie. I know she recorded on a lot of songs, not just Elvis, but Roy Orbison and Bobby Vinton and all those. So I've often wondered, is that Millie on Honey, the Bobby Goldsberg song? Speaking of a witch, fan of the month quiz. Long black limousine. Yeah, that's another colour, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Right. So I'm going to switch. You won't see any difference, but I'm going to switch to another screen so as I can see the comments. And I'm going to see if it makes any difference this week. Question 1. General knowledge. It's connected to Elvis, but it's not a question about Elvis. And the question is, how old is Lisa Marie Presley? How old is Lisa Marie Presley? Yeah, we all know the story about Blue Christmas. Elvis asked her to do a funny backing vocal so they wouldn't release it. Juan, I think she could only stay for a few days, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, something like that. Kathy, 53, Lou Dane. Right, I'm seeing Lou Dane there first, okay? If anybody can check, Lee Ash says 56. She's actually 53. So I'm putting Lou Dane down because I saw Lou Dane's answer first. I don't think Kathy Westmoreland didn't arrive until about 1972, 73, I think. No, it wasn't 73 because she's definitely there for 72 on Elvis on Tour. Probably February time. Probably February 72. So Lou Dane got that right. She's 53. She was born in 1968. And we've now got 2021, which is 53. Carlo says 56. Loads of people getting 53. Gotta admit, a lot of people. My 5 and 3 are stuck on my keyboard. Yeah. Her W. Hello, Her W. I hope you're having a nice day. Anna says, nice job, Lou Dane. Okay, so Sandy Freeman is saying I was first. Right, now I'm going to scroll back here and I'm going to tell you exactly how I see it, okay? I see Kelly Shaw saying GI Blues, Juan saying why was she replaced by Kathy, and then I'm seeing Lou Dane, Mark Hudgens, Vincenzo, John, Lee Ash, Bossa Nova Baby. Sandy Freeman comes just after Bossa Nova Baby. So can anybody tell me who they saw first? Lisa turned 53 on February the 1st. Correct. Ruth is saying congrats to Lou Dane. Carlo says, see, I am no good at questions. Yeah, I am definitely seeing Lou Dane first. Yeah, a lot of people are saying this now. Michelle says as well, I had the answer before you asked the question. My internet is rubbish. Lee says, yes, Lou Dane. Somebody else is saying Ludane. Vincenzo says, I saw Ludane first. Arkansas Dave says Ludane. On mine, it's Ludane, says Elvis Lass. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. So it would seem that I should be really using this feed when I'm doing the quiz and then just pop back over to the screen afterwards. So, 53 years of age. Ludane on mine. Vincenzo was close, but no cigar. This is a tricky one. What was the first Elvis album to be released in the 1970s? A budget album. What was the first Elvis album to be released in the 1970s? Mark says on his list, he's on top. That's weird. That is so weird. I mean, just everybody there is seeing Ludane. Yeah, maybe refresh. I don't know. I've got another theory, and I'll tell you after I see the answer for this one. What was the first Elvis album to be released in the 1970s? King says Moody Blue. Burning Love, no. That's the way it is. My internet is also Moody Blue. Moody Blue was 1970. I'm asking what was the first Elvis album to be released in the 1970s. Okay, I've got Ruth Daniel, Let's Be Friends, April 1970. Well done, Ruth. Now, what I was going to say was that there are two choices for the live chat. There's Top Chat and Live Chat. Top Chat only shows a selection of chat, and Live Chat shows everything. And you can click on it up the top where it says either Top Chat or Live Chat and pick the one you want. So that's another theory why I think maybe not everybody is seeing the same as me. Yeah, a lot of people are saying well done, Ruth, Elvis Lass, Lee Ash. Mama Like the Roses. Was it on the Camden label? I've just got Let's Be Friends budget April 1970. It probably was on the Camden label, yeah. Elvis Lass says, oh, I was on Top Chat. That's just reminded me there. Top Chat. Wasn't that a cartoon? Oh no, that was Top Cat. Yeah. So, we could have solved the reason why some people are not... at the end of the day, Steve, you're the referee. Yeah, I know, but I want to be fair. But I think I might have solved one of the reasons why people were seeing different results. And it's that live chat and Top Chat. Top Chat is okay if you just want to see a peppering of comments. But if you want to see every single comment, pick Live Chat. Well done, Ruth. You just beat me. Yes, John. Only just. It was Camden and I bought it at the time. Yeah, there you go. Camden. Great. Yeah, John, I used to love Top Cat as well. Loved it. Oh, man, this is going to be so... Officer Dibble. Yeah, Officer Dibble. I used to love Officer Dibble. Ay, ay, ay. Right, this question 3 is just going to be so easy and so quick. I hope, anyway. BP Monkman says, I just switched to live chat. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that a lot of people might have had Top Chat instead of live chat. And this might have solved quite a few discrepancies, if you like. Benny. Yeah, I used to love Benny. Benny was the wee small one, wasn't he? Yeah, it was called Boss Cat in America, I believe, and Top Cat in England. Something like that. Yeah. Ah, my youth. Did they ever... I wonder, did they ever have an episode that revolved around Elvis? Because a lot of those 1960s cartoons had something Elvis-y in it once. I remember, this wasn't the 60s, this was the 50s. Phil Silvers, Sergeant Bilko. even had a whole episode revolving around Elvis going in the army. It must have been broadcast around 1958 or 1959. I think it was called Elvin, not Elvis. It's Top Chat by default. Something to do with YouTube. You're quite correct. I think it is Top Chat. Yes, instead of live chat. So, yeah, I think you click on it, I believe. I'm not going to click on mine because I could do damage, but it is. Just click on it and make sure it's live chat, not Top Chat. This is really... Elvin Belvin, was it really? Or Elvin Pelvin. I remember Elvin Pelvin, actually, but it was something like that, yeah. Right. As I said about twice now, this is going to be really, really quick. What was Elvis's blood group type? A, AB, or O? What do you think of that? Okay, I'm buffering, am I? Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Hopefully that'll come back. Great. Okay. Okay, what we got here? Yeah. I'm hoping it'll come back. And it's back. Okay. Right. So for anybody that's okay, Steve S. I'm seeing Steve S as the first. Okay. I've got I've got a good connection here. So I'm hoping it's just something that will come and go. In other words, it'll clear in a minute. Okay. If not, I might have to reset. In fact, I might do that actually. I might just reset it. It should come back. It should come back. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience a little bit of buffering. Okay. All right. I'm hoping it will come back. I've got a green light again, which means that it's good. Right. So we got Steve S. Elvis's blood group was O. Okay. BP Monkman. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people missed it because we had a little bit of buffering here. But basically, it was, what was Elvis's blood group type? A, AB, or O? And the answer was O. And I saw Steve S as the first before we had that little bit of a blip. I don't know why I'm freezing, because I've got a green light, and a green light means excellent connection. Reset because you're freezing, not buffering now. Yeah, I think it's actually worked its way through. I do think it's actually worked its way through. Whatever it was, I don't know. Whether it was a little bit of turn the heating up. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, I think it's cleared. Yeah. And Ruth says, congratulations to Steve S. Sorry, Jesus was AB on the Turin shroud. I didn't know that. Could be the weather. Could be the weather that's coming this way, is right. Could be the fact we're actually going to be having thunderstorms in Memphis. Very, very quickly then, while we're not buffering. What was Elvis's army number? Oh, I better switch back to my other screen so that I see who comes through first. What was Elvis's army number? That's okay, Anne Y. Sorry about that, but everybody else says I'm okay, so. Okay, what was Elvis's army number? Yeah, thunderstorms are expected later, Ruth, yeah. Okay, so we've got 533 10761, and that is Ruth. It's not. It's Roseanne Dolby. Roseanne Dolby. I don't know why I said Ruth. Oh, because I was just talking about the weather, yeah. So there you go. Roseanne Dolby. It's artificial intelligence. Yeah. Is it Steve S or Steve O? Steve O. Yeah, look at that. A lot of people now are getting 533 10761. 533 10761. But the first one I saw was Roseanne Dolby. Helen Ludlow. Hi, Helen. Yeah, a lot of people now. 533 10761. It's brewing up to rain in Tottenham. Yeah. Okay, whatever technical difficulties we were having down the line, it seems I am out, guys, getting the answer before you ask the question. My internet is rubbish. I still can't understand how somebody could get the answer before the question. That's very odd, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Right. Pouring rain in Nashville, was it? Yeah. Yeah, it did. It did kind of clear itself, and why it was just it was something quite bad because everybody was saying they were getting it. So I don't know. Question 5. What date did the NBC Singer special first air in the US? Okay, the NBC special, 1968. Obviously, everybody knows it was 1968, but what date? Yeah, Dark Vader is saying refresh. That's normally what happens. Is if you refresh, you get me back. A lot of people would have O type blood. Okay, Anna, December the 3rd, 1968. You were just a fraction before Lou Dane. Well done. 3rd of December. Juan, yeah. Does anyone remember a single 45 called Dear Elvis? No, I don't. Must admit, I don't. Yeah, I agree, Michelle. It is extremely weird if you're seeing the answer before the question. It's really weird. And it's nothing to do with the live chat and the top chat. Top chat. That's all I keep thinking is top cat every time I say that. 3rd of December, Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa. Good to see you here. Yeah, weird, isn't it? Technology, huh? It'll be interesting to see what happens when they finally put fiber optic cable in here for me. At the moment, I get it kind of wirelessly, but once they put fiber in, it'll be interesting to see if you see questions before the answers or answers before the questions. Lee says it's happening to me now. I wonder, was it something to do with that buffering? Don't know. Very odd. Yeah, King says, I've just seen Steve coming on with no sound. Oh, yeah, don't remind me. Ay. Does his army number add up to 8? No. 533-10761. Nowhere near 8. Mark says, no fun this. I see a great number of answers before you ask the question. Yeah. Jimmy D says, when it buffered, some folks had to reset to the live. Some pick up from the point that it buffered. Click fast forward and then you'll catch up live. There's your answer. Mark, the solution is just above from Jimmy D. If there's a search bar at the bottom, refresh if you see the answer first. Exactly, yeah. It is something to do with the way that your computer is handling the comments and the stream, I believe. So hands up. I'm not taking a blame for it. Okay, question 6. What date did the Aloha from Hawaii first air in the US? Okay. What date did the Aloha from Hawaii first air in the US? Paul Black says, check out Hey Elvis by Bryan Adams. I will, yeah. I think it's something to do with the internet connection speed. It always like that for me. Could be, yeah. I'm referring to numerology. Oh, right, Kelly, yeah. Okay, Anna, again, is saying January the 14th, which is, no, it's not right. But Nancy has got it, April the 4th. It was delayed, yeah. It wasn't live per se in the US. So there you go. So Nancy got it right. And that is quite a long name. Antonowitz. So there you go. Ludane got 53, the age of Lisa Marie Presley. Ruth Daniel got Let's Be Friends as the first album of 1970. What was Elvis's blood group? A, B, or O? O was Steve S. Then we had a little bit of a problem with buffering. And then Roseanne Dalby got Elvis's army number, 533-10761. Anna got the 3rd of December 1968 as the air date for the 68 special, the Singer special. And finally, Nancy got April the 4th, 1973 for the Aloha from Hawaii. Hawaii. Right. Yes, Ruth. It was because of the Super Bowl. If they'd have, one of the reasons why they moved it was because if they had have shown it live on the 14th, it would have clashed with the Super Bowl. And nobody wants to try and clash with the Super Bowl, that's for sure. I think the buffering problems are all sorted now. And I want to show you something that I got kindly sent in the post to me. She joins us on this live stream most Sundays, and her name is Sheila Robin, and she sent me a book, 2 books actually. This one, which is Witness to History, June 26th, 1977, Sheila Robin, and it's an account of her seeing the final concert in Indianapolis. So and you can get that, as far as I know, Sheila, if you're still watching, you can just confirm that this is available on Amazon. Okay, it's very, very nice of you to send me that. I haven't read that yet, and I'm going to show you the second book, which I have started to read, and it's called He Touched Me. Okay, that's what it's called, He Touched Me. All right. Actually, it says it there, and her name is Sheila Robin. Okay. And it's 19-year-old Caroline Hart leaves her parents' home in Philadelphia and heads to Memphis with one dream, to see her idol Elvis Presley. Okay, so, and again, Sheila Robin Craft, He Touched Me. Okay, and this one is Witness to History, her account of seeing Elvis on June the 26th, 1977. Okay, so like I say, we know Sheila because she's on here most Sundays. I can't remember whether she joins me on Wednesday as well, but she was very, very kindly sent me those books, and she signed them for me as well. She signed them for me. TLC Sheila, and the other one is TCB Sheila. Yeah. Well, I'm as I say, I haven't read the one Witness to History yet, of her seeing. Oh, and yes, I must tell you as well that Sheila is pleased to announce that 20% of her royalties from every copy sold will be donated to St. Jude's Children's Hospital in Elvis's name. So that's another reason to pick up these books, because you will donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So thanks again for those, Sheila. Very, very nice. Thank you very, very much. Anybody see the clip of Elvis talking about singing in school? No, I probably have. I see and watch so many clips. Yeah, I could do book reviews in the future. Yes. I just heard about a book not heard before, called Inside Graceland. Yes, I've seen that, Marcia. I've seen that. Okay. Oh, I'm getting shivers again because I've just realised where I am. I forgot where I was sat. Steve S says, well done, Sheila. I am sat on hallowed ground, definitely, being in Sun Studio. Definitely. Don't forget, I'm going to put the links below about the story about Without You that I covered at the start of this video, about the mystery singer who did Without You that Elvis auditioned for before he gave it up. Okay, right. So, Song of the Week. Song of the Week. It was written by Tony Tucker in 1963. And don't forget, I said that the song had a colour in the lyrics, and it'll become completely and utterly apparent in a minute. Written by Tommy Tucker in 1963. It was recorded at the RCA Studio B on Monday, September the 11th, 1967, between 6 and 9 p.m. It was also recorded by Chuck Berry and Jerry Lee Lewis. And it was high-heeled sneakers. So what colour was in the lyrics of that song? A lot of people rattled off a lot of titles with blue in it because I'd said that it had but you see, the colour doesn't appear in the title. It appears in the lyrics part of the song. Hi, Jenny. So high-heeled sneakers. What colour appears in that? Yeah, Lee is right. Red. Yeah, put on your red dress, baby, because we're going out tonight. The master was take 7. The full master ran for 4 minutes and 57 seconds, and good old RCA slashed it and cut it down to ribbons to 2:49 for release. They cut off over 2 minutes of it. They cut out a great sax solo by Boots Randolph. It was actually the last time that Boots played on an Elvis session as well. The full unedited take appeared on the box set From Nashville to Memphis, the Essential 60s Masters in 1993, and starts with Elvis singing the second line to the Bobby Gentry song, Ode to Billy Joe, that had been a hit that summer. So yeah, again, probably in 1967, 5 minutes would be a lot too long for some people. Singles had to be 3 minutes, songs had to be 3 minutes. If they were on an album or a single, they had to be 3 minutes, and that was it. So what I've done is I've picked only the 2 full takes from that session. The master, as I said, was take 7. And there's also a full version of Take 5 as well, which runs for 4 minutes 56. So High Heeled Sneakers is my song of the week. I will put both links down below for the Take 7 unedited, and I will also put Take 5 as well. Wighead makes me laugh, says Lee Ash. Yeah, everybody is saying red. Yeah, put on your red dress, baby. Yeah. Fancy having 4 minutes 57 of Elvis really firing up the band. And, you know, on the Take 7, you can hear him shouting out orders to and encouragement to the band. Not so much on Take 5. He was still kind of warming up by Take 5. And then RCA going slash over 2 minutes out and completely obliterate Boot Randolph's sax solo. What we got here? Priscilla missed the quiz. Yeah, you also missed a big buffer as well. And you also missed, if you came in at the very, very beginning, you missed me turning my microphone on. Yeah. Update on Anne Margaret. I've got 2 people helping me out trying to get hold of Anne. A letter has been drafted and I've emailed it to the person and they are going to forward it to Anne. So Anne will almost 100% definitely see my letter. If nothing else, if she just bins it, fine, that's okay. But she will see my letter. Christina Carmen. Yeah, that's okay. No problem. I try and give as much information with my song of the week as I can. Yeah, 5 minutes long is correct. 4:57. And then also I'm going to include Take 5 as well. 4:56. Sound, no sound. Great show, Steve. I know. So it's been an eventful evening because, first of all, we had no sound for the first 15 seconds. But that was completely and utterly me because I forgot to turn on my microphone. Priscilla, you can always rewind and go to the start. And then we had a big buffering around question 3, I think it was. Thanks, Lee, says I'm doing a great job. Did you say, Steve, those books on Amazon? Yes, I did. If you want me to show you them one more time, I will. Because as I say, Sheila was very, very kind in sending me them. He Touched Me. Okay, Sheila R. Craft. Okay, that's about 19-year-old Caroline Hart leaves her parents' home in Philadelphia, heads to Memphis. And this one is Witness to History, June 26, 1977. Okay, that's her account of his very, very last concert. Okay. Tina says, excellent. RCA ruined a lot of his recordings. They did. They ruined them by editing. They ruined them by overdubbing. As a lot of people on here who watch me know, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the overdubs that RCA carried out during his lifetime. Felton as well. I'm not a big fan of some of the overdubs that Felton did. If I can listen to an undubbed master over dubbed one, I always will. King 77703 says hit the like button on the way out. Yes, I would agree with you. Hit the subscribe as well. Hit the bell and make sure you click all, not personalized. Thank you very, very much, because the more we get people watching these, sharing them and talking about them, the better. I like the song Crying Time, Steve. Yes, there's a brief version of that in MGM's That's the Way It Is, isn't there? Yeah, Crying Time. I'd like to remind you as well, and I'd like to say thank you very much for everybody that's bought me coffee over the week. People have been very, very kind buying me coffees because I like coffees, and it's a way of just thanking my efforts for doing this channel. But it is your channel, not my channel. So if you want to buy me coffee, that's grand, because there is a link below. Who knows where I'll be on Wednesday? I could still be stuck in Sun Studio. I don't know. It just depends. I don't know how bad the weather is going to turn over the next few days. Sandy says, I had a good time, Steve. Thanks very much. Well, that's all that matters. As long as the people watching this had a good time. Sorry about the buffering there halfway through. Still don't know what it was. Steve, thanks, Steve. I've ordered them. Wow, that was quick, Rob. I hope you enjoy them. I really do. They look to be good books. As I say, I haven't read the one about his last concert, but I started reading the other one. Thank you, Marcia. Please take care of yourselves until Wednesday. I'm not sure if I've got an interview coming up on Monday or Tuesday yet. I have yet to figure that out. Mercedes says Happy Mother's Day. If not, I'll do something for you on Wednesday. I'll think of something. Yeah, I could fly up to Nashville for RCA Studio B. That's a great idea, BP. I might do that. Yeah. So until Wednesday, when you can see where I am, whether I'm still in Sun or whether I make it to Nashville, Studio B, take care of yourselves. And as I say, it's always great fun. And thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. So stay safe and see you all on Wednesday.